bro, women really don't get this shit, bro. Like, women don't know the power of obedience. They think like that kind of matters, but yeah, I'm sexy though. That's cool too.
That fades.
It's something you said that, Alfie. Obedience, the submission, compliance. Like I have it, I just wrote it down in my notes today. I'm looking for submissive, obedient, and compliant.
Mm.
That sometimes, and I know this is going to make some of these people mad, will trump the box.
Yes.
The women that's got rings,
Yes.
the women that got rings ain't mad though, Lawrence.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the key denominator, bro.
Word.
It would what happened is a lot of guys still pedal. They put the box on a pedestal still.
Yeah.
And so the woman does the same thing. But when you demand, MLD just said, when you demand more from a woman, guess what happens? She now has to give you more. Well, a lot of men have not put the pressure on women. Why? Because they're afraid they're going to lose the box.
And not only because they're afraid to lose the box, because deep down, you know, they don't even know their own value, man. They're still talking about she's about to give me box. She's about to give me her nah, you about to lay pipe. You about to give her your seed. These are the things. These are the ways you gotta start thinking, man. You're giving her something. You're talking about you on top of working out, using all your back muscles, your leg muscles, and all that. All she's doing is laying on her back, and she's giving you something. Fuck out of here.
So that's why it's so important that men know their intrinsic value. If the women begin to run this world, it will run it right into the ocean. We are designed by the Creator to be leaders, and we're designed to lead women.
The world.
Yes. We're designed to do that. And when men forget their intrinsic value, this is what we have havoc that we have on YouTube and outside of YouTube.
Chaos ensues.
Right. So you gotta realize you have to put the box in the box.
Mm.
So something I've been thinking about, and I don't know, you have to make her work for your pleasure.
Whew, that's a drop.
So what that means is she has to do things to earn your pleasure.
Yes.
And most times we're giving our pleasure too freely away. Let me stop there. I'm
Hey, yo, real quick, just to
it's all good to eat up, brother. It's okay.
Just to tap off what LDA just said, man. Like I said, dudes don't know their value. Dudes don't know how important their attention is. Dudes don't know how important it is, how important their nut is, their seed is. You know what I'm saying? Their orgasm. You know what I mean? At least the females. You know what I mean? Just in life in general, but also the females. I've said it before. I've told dudes. I've held my nut from females. In one particular situation, you know what I mean? After holding my nut for some time, after a few several sessions, you know what I mean, after I finally did nut, the chick got up and literally applauded and cheerleaded, clapped up and all that. Like I said, right after the nut, I didn't know what's going on, but afterwards, you know, after a few seconds, I realized like, oh shit, she's so happy that she actually got me to nut. Now, how did I do that? I did that by discipline, stamina, all that other stuff, but basically knowing that my nut is valuable. And I kept it from her. Because every other dude that she dealt with before me just gave it to her without even thinking. She probably got it in 2-3 minutes. She had to get it from me after like 3 sessions. You know what that does to a chick's ego? Well, that's another drop.
You said something important, Red Pill. You said your nut or your seed. But it's another seed that we give women, and that is our verbal seed that we give her. We have the power to give her something verbally that she can multiply. And we cannot give that to every woman. Everyone on here has content that they create, or they do things. You cannot offer that content for free because everyone's not going to value the words and experience that you're giving, that's a seed.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a price for a seed. You got to be careful where you sow your mental seed inside of a woman, because she may bring back, I'm thinking of an example, but I'm not going to use it. She may bring back 10, 20, or 100-fold. You got to decide, is she what kind of woman she is?
That's that. That goes back to that power of discernment.
No,
Trav, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
That goes back to that power of discernment, man.
Right.
That goes a little bit into what me and Freeport was talking about. Shout out to Freeport, where he talks about, not allowing a chick to take you to the 100th floor. I mean, that's basically, Afi, that chick that'll deal with you and be like, oh, you're the best I ever had. You're the biggest I ever had. Oh my God. And these dudes will believe that. And what they do, all right, you my girl now. All right, I'm gonna buy this for you. All right, you say I'm the best man you ever had. I'm just gonna have to marry you. But she's not even doing nothing for you. All she's doing is just inflating your ego. I mean, and that's nothing wrong with a woman, inspiring a man or inflating his ego somewhat, but not in that way. Dude shouldn't take what a woman says to, like I just said earlier, to the 100th floor. Take it for what it is. Dudes don't know how to take compliments from females. I mean, a chick would be like, yo, like your jacket. Oh my God, hey, what's your name, girl? This, that. Nah, take the compliment. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? If you're not feeling like that, keep it moving. But dudes be feeling pressured like they have to get the number, like they have to talk to her. Come on, man.
I seen Grand Ultimate, what's his name? Villain. Let me say something to you, bruh. When I'm talking, or anyone else, please understand I'm beyond religion. I've transcended that. So I can talk from religion and then beyond. Game is everywhere. You got to know how to take it and apply it to your life. So it's beyond religion.
I think game is its only religion, to be honest with you.
Shit, church.
Because to be real with you, bro, game is like universal, and I just run my life off game, to be honest. Like, because it's like a lot of the things that you want to follow with like religious dogma, like, yeah, even if it's like in theory, right, because of the right concepts, I get it. But, bro, that's not how humans interact, bro. Humans be on some weird shit. Like, you have to be able to discern that. Like, even with the woman, bro, like, there's going to be times where you have to get out of her the truth. And she ain't going to give that to you. You have to be watching the context clues. She ain't going to tell you verbally. It's going to be, I do that all the fucking time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially because, like, if chicks really look up to you, they're a little intimidated by you, too. So it's like sometimes, like, you know what I mean? They're going to be a little, like, shy about certain shit that might, like, put you in bad light, but you got to be able to get it out of them with finesse. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's wrong? Oh no, what's up? Hey, what's up? Fuck all that. Nah, because your body language says something different. Stop right there. Don't do anything else. The fuck is up?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have moments like that all the fucking time.
Hey, Trav, you said something I like, man.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Anthony Spade for the super chat. Glad to see you here. He says showing some love. Much love to you, Anthony Spade.
Salute, Anthony Spade.
I want to say something real quick to kind of piggyback off of what RP said, because it kind of summarizes what happens about the 10th floor. What happens is women raise their emotions up, and then the man matches it, and then the woman's emotions change. That's what.
And he's stuck there, dolo.
That's what happens.
That's a good point. I'm going to piggyback on what Trav says. Game is universal. The thing I think a lot of guys, why they don't want to make that say, "Well, I don't want to get married. I don't want," wherever the case may be. They don't understand that when you decide, say, to be with one, or you're going to have a polyamorous or whatever the case, the game never stops.
Nah.
Yeah, I agree.
And never see the game actually intensifies
Yeah.
when you get with that one person.
It's
You have
harder.
you have to be 10 toes down and you have to really be giving it. See, we think that I got the girl, I can just lay back, get fat, and get some
Nope.
rocks. That's when you go to another level because most guys, you're not taught how to maintain and actually how to keep challenging the girl or the woman that you're with. I didn't see what he said. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what a lot of dudes do, LDA. They get married. Now, once they become a husband, they feel like they can coast in a relationship. Nah, homie. That's when you go from third gear to fifth gear, fam.
And the
Like,
thing
like
is,
you
bro,
just, hmm
and the thing is, bro, people change every 5 years. So it's like, okay, yeah, you got her for that first 5 years, bro. But what happens when y'all have y'all different little personal epiphanies and now you want to go in a certain direction in life and they don't want to do it? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because to be real with you, the woman 9 times out of 10 is gonna expect you to drop everything for her because she got the pussy. Because she's used to niggas doing that because she got the pussy. So they're used to her bowing down, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have game to be able to see it coming and manage it. If you got to escape, how to have an escape plan, like, bruh, that shit's gonna be harder once she knows all your tricks. It's just like if you relate it to MMA, when a new champion comes, not everybody knows everything he's done because he's new and he's the new champ.
Mm-hmm.
But after fucking 5 years of being the champ, 3 years being the champ, everybody scouted you, bro. You're the number one guy. So all eyes are on you. How do you keep it fresh? How do you mix it up? That's why John Jones is the GOAT, because he's a non-pattern fighter. You try to look at him and time everything he does, after 10 years, he switches it up all the time. So you can't really fuck with him off that. That's how you have to be with these bitches. You got to be a non-pattern player.
Being a non-pattern player would include the fact that
NPP.
you said what?
NPP, non-pattern player.
A lot of dudes, the problem that they have is that they lack control of their sexual desires, man. Like they basically, like LD was saying earlier, like they can't control their penis, like they think with that shit. And the more that they lack discipline of their sexual desires, you know what I'm saying, the more they can't control their penis, the more submissive they'll be to females in their games. And that's what dudes don't realize. You got to realize, like, if you can't control you, somebody else will. You know what I mean? And you out here looking for that box. And like we've been said, chicks have been learning the game or been perfecting their game since before they were teenagers. And you're just waking up at 16. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say they way ahead of the game. So learn to master yourself. First of all, learn to master your penis. I'm not gonna get into chakras and all that, but just know that chakras, your lowest chakra, your root chakra, deals with your penis, your animal instincts. You know what I mean? If you're still
real quick, let me get this out because I'll forget because I'm high as fuck right now. Sorry, but bro, one thing I've realized too is that the thing with women, dog, is that you just have to understand that even if you do everything right, people get off center and they can act crazy on you even if you do everything right. Part of having game is knowing when people do that. Because if you take that as you're doing something wrong or you're fucking up, you're going to change yourself when you didn't need to change yourself and then fuck up your game even more. Because, like, if a woman ghosts you, that doesn't mean necessarily you fucked up.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? You have to know when that's going on. You have to know or kind of read it where it's like, okay, I probably intimidated her. Oh, yeah, she you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me just move on to the next. That's a problem with it, too. But guys have never had an experience where a girl who's like a 7 treated him like shit, didn't give him the time of day. Then they hollered at a 10, and then they were all on their dick.
Mm. Mm.
That's some real game right there.
Shout out, Mr. Bourbet. Not true. Who was gonna go crazy on the man acting right? No, bro, it is true. It is true, bro. Everybody, not only me, I'm pretty sure RPC, LDA, Trav, and Modern Life Dating can say and tell me if I'm wrong. And everybody in the chat, put a fire sign in the chat if this is an accurate statement. The times where we did everything right is when everything went wrong.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Let me say that again. The times when we did everything right, everything
By the book.
wrong.
Yep.
That went over their heads, bruh.
Hey, yo, these dudes have to have the
Say
mindset.
no. Say no. Put a fire sign in the chat. Is it accurate or not?
It's
Hey, yo.
extremely accurate.
Absolutely. Dudes need to have that mindset of pretty much their life is a train. And when a woman enters their life, they're just hopping on the train. You know what I'm saying? And the train is on a track. It doesn't veer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes will change their course and all that once the chick comes into their life. Your life is a train.
They getting off.
Yeah, exactly. And at some point, they're getting off, depending on if you decide to make a co-conductor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Part of your life forever or whatever. But for the most part, for most of these chicks, yeah, you know, they're hopping onto the train, entering your life, and there is a stop off. There's a drop off point.
Or
so
you're
just be mindful of that. Right. It's your train. This is what I'm saying. It's your train. You're leading. You're conducting. You're doing all that. She just hopping on the train. She's on there for the ride. You know what I'm saying? She could help throw coal into the fire. You know what I'm saying? Make us go faster and all that. Make sure all the passengers are doing well. But this is my train. This is my life. You hopping on, and you're here to assist. You know what I'm saying?